Guys. Okay, the strangest thing just happened. So outside there was a big purple car, and a big purple dude just stepped out of it, and he was yelling at my house that I had to make him an Infinity Gauntlet, and that if I wanted to live and make it out of this alive, I had to make a tutorial on how to do it. And he called it an Infinity Gauntlet. It was like a glove to harvest the 6 stones, and I'm very scared. I don't know what's happening, but he said if I wanted to live that I had to make it. So I guess without further ado, this is how you make an Infinity Gauntlet. Oh boy. Materials you'll need include an old glove, foam, spray paint, plastic rhinestones or gems, an X-Acto knife, scissors, hot glue, and craft foam. First, make a foam bracer to lengthen your glove. Put a back of the hand plate on the back of the hand, and that should be for the Infinity Gauntlet gems. My glove was beat up, so I had to patch some of the holes with duct tape. Make a plate on the thumb for the time stone. Add craft foam to the palm. Label and make finger scales that will go up and down the fingers to the quick plating. I made sure that, I labeled mine so I wouldn't get it mixed up. Take a foam knife and a heat gun and puffy paint to create all the intricate details in the back of the glove. Alright, so that was kind of weird with the photos and everything. It brings us back to the good old days, but now we're back with video because I can film. And, well, they're both done. And I just have some disclaimers to say real quick. I did puffy paint on this one, right? And my puffy paint on this one, which is the one I made before this, I let it fully dry overnight. I didn't have a night to let this dry, so I just kind of wung it, and I decided to use a heat gun. I probably should have used a hair dryer to dry it. Excuse me. And what happened on this one is when I did the heat gun, when I touched it on something, the puffy paint on the outside dried, but the ones on the inside didn't. So basically what it did was it did all the, was trying to clean it up, it did all the, dry brushing I needed. So yeah, and I just had to go over the top too because it was looking really bad. And I also used different gems as the Mind Stone. I think that's the Mind Stone. Yeah, that's the Mind Stone because that's the Soul Stone. I used different gems for the Mind Stone. I don't know which one you like better. I kind of like this one just a little better. I tried this one. I might swap it out. I don't know. I think this one looks more linear, but also the plating in that is more linear. This is more flat. They're right next to each other. Yeah, this one looks more linear and that one doesn't. But yeah, those are my 2 Infinity Gauntlets. Then flipping over to the palms of both of them. Spray paint didn't really stick to the leather. It stuck really well, but the wool it didn't really do as well. And I've seen other people use like welding gloves like these, and that works really well because it's all leather. What I also did was I took, for the leather parts, I took some sandpaper. I don't know what grit this is. Let's find out. I took sandpaper and I rubbed it all over. It's a P-Fit 150 for light smoothing of raw wood, dry or fiberglass, whatever. I used it to smooth it down so I can attach the leather bits without it falling off like I experienced on this gauntlet. And this one worked really well with the sanding part. So both of them have their flaws, but yeah, this is both my Infinity Gauntlets. And I did this one's pattern a little differently than I did this one's. Yes, I know. And I tried to do it, get some variety in there. And yeah, that's my Infinity Gauntlets. So let's get a montage. So, now that you've made your Infinity Gauntlet, I've had time to make two. One for the right hand and one for the left. Now Thanos only has one left hand. He used the Infinity Gauntlet for it. And there aren't 12 Infinity Gems. But, when there are 12 Infinity Gems, there's so much more things you can do. Like, the Thanos Clap. The Thanos Dab. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and Wakanda forever.